the director of the Portland Comedy Film Festival. We've got our summer 2022 event coming up on September the 18th at the Clinton Street Theater. We're looking forward to lots of laughs. And one of those films that's going to have us laughing is Yeah, But, from New Zealand, director Sam Deane checking in. I know it's early, brother. How you doing?
Good, man. Thanks so much for having me. Yeah, it's pretty early here in New Zealand. You guys are the first people I'm speaking to today, so I'm very grateful to have your ears.
Well, we appreciate you. You've got this whole bundle of like laughs and like awkwardness and like shock. And I'm not going to give away the synopsis. I'm going to let you tell us in your own words what you'd like to tell us about Yeah, But.
Thanks, man. So yeah, but you've probably heard everybody say that. I mean, I don't know if they say that over your way, but in New Zealand, most people start their sentences with yeah, but, and so this film is about this guy Steve who's got a perfect day, his perfect little day lined up. He's got the next release in his latest video game franchise arriving on his doorstep, but little does he know, an unexpected encounter and a mysterious phenomenon are about to completely ruin Steve's perfect day. And I don't think I should go into too much more of that without giving away the hook.
Sure. Well, what inspired you? I mean, you put your time, effort, and energy into this film, and why? Why did you do this?
Yeah. Great question. So, my day job is writing and directing commercials, and this felt like a complete antidote to commercials. It is completely different than anything I've done. It's sort of, in commercials land, you've got you're answering to clients and creative directors, and there's a lot of politics. And this was a chance for me to make something with no rules, and no one's going to tell me not to put what I've put on the screen on the screen. So it was a fun little experience. And without giving too much away, I've always been interested in the English language and how some words have different meanings, multiple meanings, I should say. And this was one of those sort of words that I found stupid and funny.
Well, I can definitely see all political correctness is out the window with this film, but it should be, because comedy is about making you laugh. Your film has not just laughs, but it also makes you blush just a little bit. I'm going to give the audience a warning, but enjoyable nevertheless. Did you learn anything during this production?
Yeah, man, I learned quite a lot on the way. I think, especially in the writing process, with something so absurd as this, I had to find the right balance of stupid and serious. And I get told this a lot when I present stupid ideas for commercials, is you kind of need it to be played straight. And so we spend a lot of time working with the actors, trying to get them to play this as straight as possible. Therefore, the laughs kind of work. So that was a big lesson. And fortunately, that lesson was learned a lot in pre-production and in the writing process. Because when you get someone to one of those initial table reads, if stuff's not landing, if the characters are playing it too stupid, then it's not going to work. So straight and dry.
Well, good stuff. It's good insight, because that's definitely, the style. And there's just so many styles you see. I know it's a little bit far for you to make it to the event, but I tell you what, when you're sitting there watching these films back to back from all these different directors and all these just different places and different ideas of comedy, this one is so different than everything else that we're screening. So kudos to you for taking the whole festival in a different direction.
Thanks, man.
With your film.
Yeah, it's kind of weird presenting the work to people, because nobody seems to expect it coming, and everyone's got their own different sense of humor. I've played it to people who do not get it, and some people really get it. So I'd be interested in seeing what the Portland audience thinks.
Well, that's comedy for you. It's the eye of the beholder. So, well, what you got going on for the future? What's next for you?
Next up, I'm working on another short at the moment. This time with a local New Zealand comedian, and that's early days. We're sort of just in the scripting process, but that's coming together quite fun. And then also on the go, I've always battling away on that first feature script, but I've booked myself a little week's retreat shortly coming up to get away from the ad land, so I can really give that some love. So that's exciting things coming up for me.
All right, good stuff. Well, hey, I appreciate the time today. Thanks a
so
lot,
much, Michael. Yeah,
Is
cool.
there
And
anything
thanks so
else?
much. Yeah,
Go ahead.
just gonna thank everybody in the jury who selected this strange little film, and grateful to be playing in Portland. I've visited a few years ago, and I'm a big fan of the city. So hopefully you guys enjoy it.
All right. Thank you so much, Sam. We appreciate you. You make us look good up there. So be plenty of laughs in the theater. Have a good one, my friend.
Thanks so much, Michael. Cheers.